Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hops. Today checking out a beer that I got from Beerjum. It's been a while since we got some beer from Beerjum. I know Beerjum has been very busy with, first of all, starting a bar down in Belgium, but you know, they've been doing loads of different things and it's been busy. We've worked a lot with a lot of other web shops, but I haven't talked to Sebastian from Beerjum in a while, and Sebastian was like, "Hey Peter, we have a huge release coming. Do you want to try some of the beers?" And I was like, of course. So he sent over some beers along with a pint glass. I actually should have used that for this video, but we'll do that in the next one from the bar. But Beerjum, if you don't know them, they've been sponsoring the channel for quite a while. The main sponsors of the channel, really, that's been going back and forth, has been Beerjum and Beerdome, where I've gotten most of my beer. But I haven't gotten anything on Beerjum, as I said, in a while. But now they got this huge release, and they sent some over. So thanks a ton to Beerjum for the beer. If you want to check them out, link for the website is down below. They've got lots of American stuff, but also a much bigger focus now on also European craft beer. And, of course, you know, Lambic, because they're based in Belgium. But we're checking out today my first ever beer from Hudson Valley Brewery, a very famous brewery in the States. And I've heard so many things about these guys, but I just never got around to trying any of the beers. But we're doing so today because they got them on Beerjum. And one of the reasons why I never really got into trying them was I was afraid that they'd be, you know, milkshakey beers. Just because I've heard heard the whole sour IPA with fruits and lactose. I thought initially this is going to be beer I'm not too interested in trying. So I never really sought them out, but I've been told by quite a few people that that's not the case. They're more about balance and complexity and not really soft. They're still bold flavors, but it's not like going to be like these crazy sweet fruit bombs, which is awesome. And sour IPAs I think can be really nice, and they seem to also be able to hold up better than say New England IPA or West Coast IPA. So, and you know, a brewery that's been doing these kind of beers I've really enjoyed, like just dry hop kind of kettle sour style beers, has been like Grimm, for example. And it's not too many breweries you see them do these styles nowadays. Like there is still some, but it's not as lot as it was a few years ago. But this one we're trying today is Mirrorshield. This is a 7% sour IPA, and it's got some cool stuff in it. So this is a sour IPA brewed with raw wheat, malted oats, and then they add lactose or milk sugar, and then also lychee, chamomile, and lavender, and then it's hopped and dry hopped with Nelson Sauvin and Asaka. That actually sounds quite cool. It almost sounds like a farmhouse approach to a sour IPA, which I, well, really dig. So yeah, this will be fun to try. You know, very cool. It's not things like that I associate with super fruited kind of kettle sour style beers that's with hops or whatever. Even though Beerjum also sent some of those. Like we've got some crazy things to try. We'll see what I think. But Ouzelfinch, we got like some Philadelphia cheesecake style kettle sours and stuff. It'll be fun to see what I think of those. But hey, let's dive into this one first. I want to check them out, you know, with as much as I can an open mind. Those kettle sours, because some of them are fun enough to try, but usually it's just not stuff I want to go for. But again, you know, we'll see. So Mirrorshield, I'm looking forward to this. Looks like a New England IPA type of beer. It's a hazy golden yellow color. It's got a white head, not like crazy hazy, but it does remind me of some of these sour IPAs I've seen and had over the years. Like it's like hazy, but it's not like this crazy turkey gravy haze. It's almost, you know, kind of similar to what I remember from Grimm's hoppy kettle sours. But let's check out the aroma on this one. Ooh, the lavender is really intense. This is way different from what I expected. Lime, lemon, lychee is definitely there. I'm not getting huge amounts of Nelson. The chamomile too, like tea. This is really cool. It is really almost like a farmhousey approach to a sour IPA. It's not got like funk or anything, but like maybe saison type like thing where I'm almost thinking like Phantom with like, not as crazy at all, but with that like floral edition. Totally chamomile and lavender. I actually kind of like it. It smells quite nice. You have to like these really floral aromas. And to be honest, I'm not getting loads of Nelson. Like there's a bit of grapiness underneath, but again, I have no idea when those were canned or anything because there's no dating. Very interesting smelling stuff. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers, and thanks to Beerjum for the beer. I did not expect that sourness. Wow. That's like a tart, sour, honey, chamomile tea type beer. Like if you told me this was an IPA, I don't think I would ever have guessed. Like, oh, it's got like tart, sour, pear, and apple flavor too. If you ever, said like this is an IPA, like I would never associate this with IPA. It's like just a really cool kettle sour kind of beer with a hop character. I think there's not a lot of hops at the moment. Like I think it's definitely the tea that really shines, or tea the flowers. But there is some undertones of Nelson. There is like a little bit of a grapey gooseberry vibe. It's somewhat dry and slick and tart. It has a touch of sweetness from the lactose, but it's just a touch, which is really nice. Almost like a whiff of apple custard or like something like that. Like it's just got like an autumnal flair to me. I think that might be a combination of, I don't know, some of the profile from the bacteria in here and then like the flowers, because there's an almost autumnal flair to it. Like I'm almost thinking soft apple pie-esque vibes, because it's almost like cinnamony to some extent for me. Way different beer from what I expected. I'm actually quite excited about trying the rest now, because it's almost, again, it's like a farmhouse type approach almost to IPA. It's quite a unique approach. Also because it's like everything is in balance. You definitely taste like the malts and everything. It's not like an onrush of crazy ingredients. Yeah, like there's like really that like it's like apple pie filling to me as well. Big floral profile too, especially lavender. Lavender is a big flavor up front, and lychee, there's definitely a little bit of it, and then like it finishes with a dry kind of like grape and grape skin kind of flavor that reminds me of Nelson, like a drying, like slightly tannic grape vibe, but it's not a lot. A sake for me is often like really mango heavy. I'm not getting too much of that, and I don't think, without me knowing, I would know that it was Nelson that was in here, to be honest, because it's not like crazily hoppy. It's like it's very well balanced, so you taste a lot of all these additions, and it has like a very rustic, wheaty kind of breadiness, and I think that's why I'm thinking like a bit of farmhouse ale to it. Like, and it has a touch of sweetness from the lactose, but it's not too much. Like, it's just like right at the edge where I think it's would be too much. The thing that's not making it too much for me is the fact that it's also dry and like tart and sour, but it's not like the big the big scraping like acidic vinegary type sourness. It's just like a nice lactic light sourness. It's a very cool rustic kind of beer that is almost farmhousey, but the base of it is an IPA. It's actually quite cool. It's a bit perplexing, to be honest. I'm not floored or blown away, but I think it's a really good beer, and I definitely think it deserves a 90. Like, it's a very nice IPA, but like I think I'd rather have these kind of flavors in an actual farmhouse ale with a bit of funk than in this kind of sweet kettle sour kind of beer. But I still think it really works. I'm really stoked about trying the others, and we also actually have a farmhouse ale from them called Amulet, I think, which will be really interesting to try. But yeah, really cool stuff. So if you guys had a chance to try Mirrorshield Sour IPA from Hudson Valley, let me know what you thought of it. And thanks a ton to Beer Jam for the beer. Link for the web shop will be down below. And as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. I'm going to say cheers and see you guys in another beer review.